What can I do? And what can I say? And how in the world can I convince them that you love them, that you care for them? Oh. This poem is for the little girl having her daddy's baby, or maybe he's not hers. And that's the reason he crept into her room, took what she had purposed for her one-day husband to be. Now struggling to rise above an already low self-esteem issue, she screams attention through sexual misuse and perversion. But who's going to tell her? Who's going to show her? Who's going to raise her, lift her, praise her into true self-identity? Who's going to teach her life's not an amenity? To the woman raped from the inside out of her dignity and pride through verbal abuse, fist to the eye contact, back to the wall, hijack, butt to the floor, step back, here comes more. Honey, lady, you're better than this. You're worthy of his kiss, not the back of his wrist. And to the little boy losing his sanity, to the man that he thinks he's not. Shh. Secret sins piled against him from one man's hand fondling him, from another man's something inside of him, to his best friend's hands holding him, touching, caressing, knowing him, exploring him, turning him out. And now he is who he thought he wasn't, because who he was never showed up to meet him. But what's a little boy to do at the age of 32? 42, no, 52. It could be you. Ooh, nobody looked, bruh, who knew? To the African-American man who works harder and strives longer to meet the quota. Somebody say quota. Yeah, you know the quota. The financial status of a wealthy man, the inner strength of a righteous man, the committed heart of a married man, the spiritual wisdom of a godly man, and the flexibility to become any man. But who said that? Well, haven't you heard? It's just a matter of fact. After all, the man is, well, a minority. You see, while we're contemplating if God is black or white, folks are hurting. People are dying. Our babies are crying while we're debating the real name of God. Yahweh, Jehovah, Jesus, Messiah. Our streets are sighing. Our brother's blood is crying out from the earth while we're discovering, quote unquote, the word's correct interpretation. We've got perpetration in our pulpits. Our future is going to hell. Our children raising themselves and our husbands beating their wives. And we thought Osama bin Laden was our enemy. We've got seniors without health care, able-bodied mothers on welfare, and fathers, well, they're not there, and nobody seems to really care. We've got ministries sponsoring conferences. Everybody's looking for something, only returning home with nothing more than what they left with. Well, I've got a word for you. I've got a word for you. When will God get through? When will he? It is not the word that he speaks to the body. Well, it is the word that he speaks to you. So stop going to church to have church. Preacher. Stop talking about church and become the church. More than physical sickness, God wants to heal your brokenness, hoping this will ignite your willingness to overcome your own challenges. Listen, hurt people. That's why people hurt people. But change people, they change people. And healed people, they heal people. And delivered people, they deliver people. And bound people, they bind people. Depressed people, depress people. Stop the mess, people. Get healed and let love rule. Stop testifying and start prophesying. Stop speaking in tongues long enough to arrest the devil and put his butt in handcuffs. You got the power. God's predestined you, invested in you for this very hour. So rise up, Moses. No more excuses. Use God's name to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord. What are you waiting for? Someone to lay hands on you? Someone to put demands on you? What are you waiting for? Someone to preach you into oblivion. I feel my help coming. Someone to speak a word or